Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Unsealed and Revealed. I'm Terry Smith, your host du jour. And with me, as always, out in California are Guy Klender and Paul Hernandez. We are going to be unsealing and revealing, as we do every week, a fantastic addition to the six scale universe. That we're talking about the Miles Morales six scale figure from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. How's that thing looking over there, Guy?
This is one I've been looking for a long time. I loved the movie, and so it was an instant pre-order, and now to finally have it in the hand, and the amount of things this guy comes with. I just got him this morning, so there's a lot to talk about, Terry.
That's cool. That's cool. Before we get to that, how are you doing there, Paul?
Good. It feels good to be back. Did anyone else notice that Guy very subtly put the instructions on the table?
No, I didn't notice that. I don't know what you mean.
Is he trying to? I don't read instructions either. I just throw them out. I'll just if there's not a how to be a poser on it, then there's no hope for me. But I like that Guy is subtly trying to get us all to use the instructions, which is probably the wise choice.
Is that subtle? I'm not sure that's. I'm not sure that
it's not at all
subtle at all. Just before we proceed, I just want everybody to know that a couple of things. First of all, we are experiencing some technical difficulties out there in California, but we're gonna really go forward with this and just kind of hope everything works out. We're gonna work our way around it. We've actually come up with a system that for posing by proxy that we hope will work here. Another thing to let everybody know is that this is the first of, count them, 3 shows this week. That's right. It is an unsealed and revealed dense sort of week here. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we'll unseal and reveal the Ash 6-scale figure that's 3-0, right? Yeah, 3-0. And after that, on Friday, we will be unsealing and revealing. Sorry, Thursday. That's right. Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we'll be unsealing and revealing the Superman Batman Nightmare 2-figure set from Hot Toys. Really anticipating that one. I love any chance that we get to do 2 figures in one, especially when I have to pose by proxy with that. Never have I wanted to be able to clone myself or do that multiple man powers where I just slap and boom, there's 2 of me. I'm the only person who wants that. I'm absolutely the only
Terry,
person who wants that.
As someone and producer Alan can speak to it, we have a busy production schedule coming up. We also wish we could clone you.
Cloning
Just
may
to
work
juice
now.
more work out of you.
One in St. Louis, one in California. Yeah.
Another you and another guy. Man, we'd have 18 episodes a week. But we do have 3 episodes this week, and again, we're very excited. But we also do have Sci-Fi Day on Friday. Have you guys ever seen any sci-fi property ever?
I don't know what you're talking about. What is this sci-fi to which you refer?
Stands for science fiction.
No, I've never heard
fiction.
Of it.
But we have a Sci-Fi Day on Friday. We've got some shows. There's going to be some giveaways. Very, very excited. I remember we put this on the schedule, months and months ago, and so we really are very excited for that. So, and then we've got Sideshow Con coming up, and that's really all that I'm legally allowed to tell you. So
really?
we can't tell you much more about what's happening during Sideshow Con, but it is happening. And that's the second week of July.
I have questions.
Terry from work.
If you were to reveal something about Sideshow Con that you're not legally allowed to say,
right?
Would you go to jail? Is there a Sideshow jail?
Yes.
But it's very small. It's a 6-scale jail.
It's the old chat cave.
It's very, very confining.
Gotta pack him into a 6-scale jail. Okay, cool. I'm glad that we know that. So I don't want to have to squeeze you in a 6-scale jail, Paul. So why don't we just forego that and instead move forward with what we're supposed to be doing here, which is to unseal and reveal this Spider-Man figure. I'm pretty stoked, Guy, and I've got some plans for posing by proxy.
Oh, good.
So let's roll, man.
All right.
Get busy. Do your thing.
Let's roll. All right. Big, tall box. Very bright and intense colors on there. Representation from the film there. Again, I loved the animation. Love the storytelling on this. I like that it's kind of done in a loose paint style on there. Almost you see in the brush strokes, particularly kind of in the pant and such. There on the back, Kingpin. Now this is a slip cover sleeve. Up.
Hey,
and we see window box with all of our stuff inside, but on the very back, we get a little hint at some of the options that we are going to have for the figure. And this guy has the options. Now, I'm going to take this out. Inside said box is going to be your main tray. It's also going to be, if you were here and saw when we had our Spider-Gwen figure, what they have done with both Spider-Gwen and with Miles is these really big animation style backdrops.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a whole thing in this beautiful instruction manual that is going to show you how to put that together. Now, we're not going to put that together on today's show, but you're going to at home. It's just a neat thing to be able to do that. Okay, our top tray, we're going to have a connected tray to that. Okay, we sometimes will have these. In fact, we have 2. One is going to have all of our hands, the all-important shoes, the swap
Guy,
out.
if you can, go ahead and kill that light on the
Gotcha,
below,
buddy.
if you could. We think we can probably see that better. Perfect.
Thank you. All right, so attached to the top tray, you're going to have this one here, which is going to have all of our eye panels. Now, you see this little gadget in there. That is a little magnet for swapping out the eyes. This Miles is a little bit different than we've had in the other Spider-Man figures where we kind of press down on one corner of the eyes to do a swap out. This is magnetically done this way, and we'll show you that a little bit later.
No lever action on the eyes. That's
exactly.
I dig it.
And then next up will be this tray. It's going to have all of our swap out hands.
That's a lot.
It's going to have the all-important tennis shoes. There are actually 2 different options for laces, tied or untied, on his left shoe. It's crazy. I love that they added. I love that they added this down below, and that is when he gets his Spider-Man. We'll call it the dime store costume version there, as well as underneath actual stickers. Miles runs around and keeps smacking stickers of his art all over the place. And those are actually functioning stickers. So depending on how you create your own little backdrop, boom, you can do that. Now on to the main tray. In our main tray is got, again, a ton of stuff. Now I'm going to hold this up. If you need me to add a little bit of light there, Terry, you let me know. Boom.
Roger that.
Maybe this will help. We are going to have our figure, 2 interchangeable portraits, and these also have a swap out different attachments. So we actually kind of get 4 or 5 different looks on that. Now, right here is going to be a rubberized version that when you want to use one of the unmasked heads, you can have the neck one. So we no longer have that neckline kind of underneath. It actually drops down below. Now, if you want to do one of his other outfits, so they call it the graffiti artist look, where he has his sweatpants and stuff, they actually have these 2 little deals here, and these are a soft rubber that goes over the foot as well as kind of the top of the sock. We're going to have all of those web attachments that we like and our dynamic stand, and then underneath is going to be those outfits. But while I do a little unpacking, we're going to see if we can have Michael give us a little peek at our figure right there. What I think is kind of fun about this is, you and I have had a great opportunity to see a lot of Spider-Man figures, but the Spider-Man verse style is a different style as it's animation based. So the entire way in which the head looks is different, particularly when I turn it to the side. Okay, we're used to a little bit different. This has more, I almost want to say, a skull-like shape to it, that it rounds in the back and then drops down a little bit further.
That's interesting.
So I really dig the look on that one there. All right. His suit is spectacular. Again, let me know if the light is allowing you to see the, if the light is allowing you to see everything as far as texture.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Even though this is a solid black suit, you do have that great texture in it as well. You get up here on the shoulders, it's kind of a leather-like there. And then, of course, the seal done in that spray paint style. And that's on the front, and then again on the back. Webbing design through the front chest, in that belt region, down along, I'm going to call it the sock.
Glad we zoomed in on that.
Yeah.
I couldn't see that, but now that's good.
Isn't that pretty cool? I really dig on the way they've done that. Now, as we go down here on the arm, I want to talk about, again, differences in ways from other Spider-Man figures to this one here. In other Spider-Man figures, we'll get the web slinger 2-finger kind of shootout that we're used to. And we swap usually a palm panel to do the web out. This is a little different. This has actually been done inside the wrist peg itself. And we're going to do our best to show you a close-up of kind of how that goes. Again, thoroughly laid out in this thing here, your instructions on how to do it. So when you look at the wrist peg, you're going to see that there is a little hold. You'll line it up and slide in correctly in order to do it that way. So it's just, again, another really cool idea. While I pull out the rest of the stuff, he does come with a dynamic stand, as of course we know we're going to want with the figure. So I'm just going to clip that.
We're going
to probably be using that, right, Terry?
Count on it. Count on it,
I would think
I have a plan.
That's something we're going to do with this one here.
It's simple but cool. What I have in mind is simple but cool.
Now wait, the pose. I thought you were referring to me. Sometimes you've referred to me as simple but cool.
Yeah, but never cool.
It's good to be back.
Oh no, that's simpleton.
right.
Simpleton. Oh, that's okay. That's different. That's different.
I missed this last week. I did.
I did too. It's good to be back with you guys.
Speaking of which, hey, look.
I'm getting
What's
notes.
this?
I can't read that.
George, thumbs up emoji from your.
So I should explain for people.
Yes.
We have someone watching named George. He is in a meeting watching this on mute.
I saw that.
so Guy, Terry, myself, big expressions. Feel it. Expressive.
Yes, all right.
Actually, Guy, he did comment on your hand expressions that they are wonderful. So if you guys are ever in a meeting and we can help you not work, we always will.
So
always. Just say the word. So George, this is for you.
We're in
All
trouble
right, big
now.
expressions, guys.
So
We're in
Paul,
trouble
let me
now.
go get the other figures from the basement. No, I don't go into the basement. Terry doesn't go into his basement. We avoid basements
God, no.
at all point. All right, next up, let's take a look at our accessories that we have here. And these are great.
Okay.
We've got a lot of outfit options with this figure. Of course, we have him in his Spider-Man suit. But you're going to have what they refer to as their graffiti artist look, which you're going to have the sweatpants, the sleeveless white tee. There is a huge section in the instructions about how you go and do these looks. And it's important to follow these along. They are a little bit time consuming, so we're not necessarily going to do them here, but it is neat to be able to have so many options. Next up, whoop, that's fun.
Oh,
Pants
that's
fell off
embarrassing.
because I didn't tighten the belt, which you can, and it does tell you to do. We are going to have those shorts
You really?
with an adjustable belt,
That's cool. Yeah.
little back pockets, little
This
Velcro
gets
there.
better and better.
And then we're going to have his hoodie and jacket. The hood is going to have wire. It's going to allow us
That's
to
excellent.
pose
Okay.
that. All right. So we're going to be able to check all of that out in just a moment. Now, that's outfit options, and that's very cool. You know that we get these neat outfit options. That's not nearly as neat as this option. Okay, I'm going to hold these up, and then we're going to do a little swap out. We not only have that masked portrait, we have the animated with the mask up and mask fully off. We see that we have 3 different options. Now, Terry, this gives us so much to do, but here's the difference.
Oh, yeah.
You kind of take a look at the 2 different ones. Let me get my thumbs off there and fingers so you can hopefully see it. But we have one, the eyebrows are up and it's a little, I'm going to say apprehensive. We know that Miles is trying to figure out what his world is and the changes in this. And the other is a little bit more confident, and that is the one that has that mask on it. But both heads have magnetic removable pieces, allowing us to interchange and have them however we like. If I want that slightly unsure but mask up, I can do that.
That's great.
Okay. The neat part is again having those kind of options. I love the mask up. That's just a really fun one.
We can play with that later.
Yeah, exactly. Given so many options on there. Now, as I said,
Guy,
yes.
I actually have to say all these faces that I'm looking at on the screen right now remind me that I didn't get a chance to give a shout out to anybody who's in our viewing audience today that might be a first-time viewer. If you are a first-time viewer of Unsealed and Revealed, give Paul a shout out in the chats. Let us know that you're here. Let us know that it's your first time. Hopefully you'll be back for subsequent shows. Again, we're going to do 2 more this week, tomorrow and Thursday. And if you do give us a shout out, we'll make sure to acknowledge you later on in the show as soon as Paul lets me know.
We know, we know George is here. It's not his first show,
Yeah.
but you know whose
No, no.
first show it is George's HR manager. They are also watching the show to make sure he's not commenting.
We are giving yeah, that's good. We're giving George's HR manager a shout out. Anyway, Guy, sorry to interrupt you, but I felt like it was important to say hi to everybody who's just a first time viewer. We were talking about heads. We were talking heads.
We were talking about the heads. All right. Yeah. So let's talk about those heads. So next up, as you can see, I have removed one of the heads because I wanted to show you this unique accessory and piece, and that is going to cover the neck.
Oh, cool.
It's done in a skin tone to match the portrait. It's going to slide right over. So when we do one of the jackets or you do the graffiti look,
oh,
boom.
Yeah.
We get it's not that the suit cuts off up top.
Yeah.
Okay. Really neat option. Something new that they've done that I dig on. Now that is repeated, this style with that kind of rubberized piece with down by the feet. And it's going to be here at the ankles. Now, if you're going to do this, again, this is going to take a little bit of time. They'll tell you to remove the sock, and then you're going to see the rubberized bit here. It is a thin rubber. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it on camera, but you roll it down and pull it back. That's how you would get it over, and then lift it up. But on the inside of each one of these is one has an L and the other has an R. Okay, so you'll know what. Exactly. It's neat that they've done that they've gone that extra mile to show that off. It's again, it helps to alleviate user error, which if you've watched the show,
yes, it does.
Terry doesn't get to often be the user error because he doesn't pose incorrectly by proxy, but boy, do I make the mistakes.
It's not for luck. It's not for lack of trying, guys.
Boy, do I make them up. Mistakes.
Definitely not for lack of trying.
So let's take a look at the last little bit here, and this is that tray that I said had a few accessories. The little Spider-Man outfit.
It always fits.
Now that is sealed in the bag. It's not one I would open. I don't think it actually pulls out into a full suit. I'm not going to find out. This is an accessory.
You're one of those mint and sealed box kind of people.
Yeah,
you don't
with this one here, I'm going to leave that mint, and I'm going to leave that minty fresh.
I think that's wise. Yeah.
With that particular one, I like this. From your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Miles doing his tagging. Nice. And then, as I said, we have those different stickers. Now, next up, let's take a look at some all-important shoes. Michael, is it easier for you to pan downward and I'll put it down here? All right. Michael is also doing it quietly as not to disturb the HR meeting. He is letting me know that he is going to pan down so we can take a look at the shoes. Okay. Now, I also need to know from you, Terry, if you need me to turn off the lights if it is too bright.
I'll let you know.
All right. So as we go down, we see those all-important AJs. All right. A facsimile of. Now, this is going to be fun because we're going to get to do a little different. Now, I've purposely turned it to show the left side. I understand we're also showing you a few messages here.
Make sure, let that linger for a little bit, Alan. We want to make sure that George is aware. And while we've got a lull, I'm just going to go ahead and give a shout out to John Taff. It is, in fact, John Taff's first time on the show. Welcome, John. Welcome to Unsealed and Revealed. This is pretty typical, man. There's all kinds of zaniness that can and will happen. Some days there are even more than there are today. There is today, brother.
You never know.
So stick around, come back, because you never know what craziness is going to happen. Yeah.
So
sometimes
Terry,
there are jam sessions. Sometimes sometimes we even have a guest who's a man dressed up as a horse.
Exactly. There's a lot of horsing around on this show.
Yes, you could say that.
So
welcome in, John.
let's take a look. That left shoe you see is untied. Miles is in a hurry. But here's the cool part about that. They have also included, hopefully my hands aren't too large to see, a tied version. These pop out and you slide it on over. So if you wanted to do a tied version of the shoe, you're all set.
Just to be clear, Guy, Miles is very specific when he says that it's a choice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now,
It's a choice.
we're going to jump here. I'm turning the light off as not to blow it out, but Terry, you're going to have to let me know. We're jumping ahead here, pal. We've got a very special tennis shoe here, which means we're up for our first version of...
It's time for Tread Watch.
Whoop! Ow! There it is.
Oh, wow. That looks great.
There it is.
Okay, very cool. The shoes are great. These are done in a soft rubber, okay. All the way through the upper, whoop, on that. And the reason being is I'm going to remove those laces just to get it out of the way while I maneuver it around. Yeah, look at that. Very cool. That's a tread we've seen. Now, as I said, the reason this is soft is because you will actually be putting that over the foot on the figure, okay? You're going to be gentle about it. Again, there's a thing in the instructions on how to do it, and I will tell you and show you how to do that here. But
excellent.
So that is our first of the Tread Watch. But we are down here. We are by the feet. So I think we double it up.
It's time for Tread. Are we ready? Tread Watch.
Part 2.
The sequel.
The sequel. Wait till we do Tread Watch in 3D. We're hoping to do that soon.
Tread Watch takes New York.
Wait a second. Oh, Terry, if we've got 2 figures on Thursday, it's 4. Is that 4K? Oh man, yikes! It's just production value is going all the way up. But take a look at the very unique kind of foot pattern of the shoe here. Again, more in that animated style. And I really think that's a neat thing that they've done. Now, one of the last accessories, as we know, we refer to him as a graffiti artist. Now, we're going to see just how close Michael's doing his darndest. So we're going to do this slow because I am on a slight delay monitor-wise. Can we, right by the foot, does that work best, Michael? Yes. All right.
Return to the
we do have his graffiti tagging. The top removes. But I don't know if you saw that one a moment ago. So what color is this?
You tell me, man.
Oh, read it. Blind. It's color blind.
Have you tried shaking the can yet? Go ahead and give it a shake.
Oh, I hear marbles.
There we go. Look at that. That is crazy, right? That is crazy. No, ladies and gentlemen, that was a sound effect done by Terry Smith. It is not an actual rattle can. I don't want you to think that there's a 1/6 scale rattle can, but you so sneaky, Terry Smith. You so sneaky.
Never far away.
But I think that's such a fun idea that they make the color blind. I rewatched the movie, and that's not something I looked for to see if it had the name of the color on there. But I think it's fun. So we also have some hand options. We're going to get into articulation and some posing. And we're going to have wall crawling. We're going to have relaxed hands, open hands, web shooting hands. And because I told you the web is held a little different, what they've done is given us a right and left kind of web holding hand. Okay, this is one that we're used to seeing used with kind of that 90-degree angle one, but we're going to be able to do this with a number of different styles on that one there, if need be. Okay, and so if you've looked at some of the promo photos or anything like that, and you'll see that, that's kind of how they are. But
just really quick question, Guy. While I've got you here, and while you're pausing, just kind of curious to know. We've looked at multiple Spider-Man costumes on this show. Obviously, I think we're probably somewhere in the dozens at this point, and we've also looked at multiple Miles Morales figures. I'm just kind of curious, and I think our viewing audience also wants to know which is your favorite. If I gave you 3 here from Ron Lorenz.
Okay, my three.
What are you? Okay, we said, do you prefer the Bodega Cat suit, the 2020 video game suit, Into the Spider-Verse, or the video game with Scarf? And yes, I realized that was 4.
Okay, of ones we've done here, this is my favorite so far of the Miles, probably because Into the Spider-Verse was my introduction to the character of Miles Morales. He was definitely my introduction to the character, so probably why I kind of fell for the character that way. However, the Bodega Catsuit one, probably coming in on a very strong number 2.
Yeah.
And then the last one that I think will fall into my top 3 would be the classic suit Spider-Man. I loved the base. And the kind of dynamic way we could do that. That stand actually had an extension, so we could get really high with it. And that was, for me, the classic look, the comic book look. And so he was a must-have. So it's hard, though. It's hard, because Spider-Man has so many cool looks.
Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and say that my answer is easy. I prefer the 2020 video game one. In fact.
Yeah, the one, that's, well, we haven't seen that one. I mean, we've seen it. We haven't played with it yet.
You haven't.
Oh, I did not know this. Well, there you go, folks. Things I don't know. With that one there, Terry will have light up eyes and all kind of stuff when we do that show.
What about Paul? What's your?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love the Bodega Cat.
Okay.
The Bodega Cat version, the one I think we looked at it pretty recently. The one that's got like more of it's more of like the sleek suit, because one, it has the Bodega Cat, it has the scarf.
Yeah.
I love that it has the headphones, and it looks the most to me like the Ultimate Comics version that Brian Michael Bendis brought.
Yes.
So, like, as a comic book fan, I really love that particular version. I just think the suit looks really sleek. And then, can I tell you also another reason why, like, I wouldn't order a figure like this? It's not because it's not beautiful. It's too overwhelming for me. There's too much. I would literally have to have Guy come over and help me with it. Because I'm not good with accessories. There's too many.
And that's something, Paul, I would do.
Oh, I know you will be doing. I have some more pre-orders.
I like the idea that Paul's saying. I would have to say, Guy, do you want to come over and play? In fact, that's why I love what we're doing on this show. This is like having people come over to play. It's pretty darn neat.
Can I just say, Gwen?
Go ahead.
Gwen is my pick.
Oh,
that's an interesting choice, and I actually would, if somebody would have asked, "Hey Terry, do you know what Sam's favorite Spider-Man suit?" I would have known that instantly.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you get Peter Porker with that one too, right?
Yep.
That's right. It's the two. Yeah, I was going to say the two great tastes, but then taste of pork or whatever. I also want to say that I wasn't thinking. When I was thinking the 2020 suit, I was thinking the 2020 video game, which I think the video game is actually from what, 2017, 2018, something like that.
2017 probably. Yeah, the 2020 suit's the one with like the punk mask.
Yeah. So it doesn't change my answer because I really do love that suit.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it might actually be my favorite, but I'm actually also right there with you, Paul. I really dig the OG, and that's the one that I have here. I don't have the 2020 suit here, so just wanted to clarify that. Yeah, so don't come knock on my door. Show me. No, it won't work.
Great question, Ron. Thank you. Answer in the chats, everyone, of the ones we've mentioned. What are your favorites?
Yeah. Everybody tell us.
When you're talking about the Spider-Verse, you mean her?
Hey, yeah.
And this guy? Yes. We got to review her and take a look at, not review, to reveal it to you. She's a great figure, again, done in this comic look to it. I'm going to drop the light off there so that's hopefully a little better. I wanted to show her off with the Gwen Stacy portrait because I have a feeling I'm probably going to have her next to Miles in their unmasked look, and then I'll probably swatch up. But of course, you do also have her masked portrait.
That's a requirement.
You got, again, with both of these Spider-Verse figures, between the amount of accessories and swap outs and things like that, they've really given you a ton of different looks and a ton of way to either recreate scenes from the film or kind of create your own scenes of it. So back to creation, and that will be Articulation creation.
Yes.
Terry, we ready to go? Boom.
Talk to me, Goose.
Let's start up here with the head. Now that's a ball-jointed head allowing us to fully spin it around. We also have articulation down on the neck, giving us, boom, a whole lot of all the way to the front.
I can put that to use.
That's further than you and I can go. But we get a lot of range.
Time, yeah.
By doing it with the neck there, we're going to get a lot of lean and tilt. Now, let's take a look at the shoulder. Turn it to the side there to show you that, yes, you would expect a butterfly joint. I'm going to stay quiet. Of course, for the person watching this on silent, they won't be able to hear whether or not they are ratchet joints on those. They are not, but they are very smooth. They hold nicely. It doesn't feel real tight or anything like that, but boom.
Do it.
Hold very nicely. Straight to the front. And of course, also goes back.
How far up will it go? Nice. Nice. Okay.
This is cheerleader miles.
Yes, it is.
But
Give
yes.
me a K.
Now, of course, with all of those, Hot Toys is always going to tell you to be a little careful about leaving it for long term in dramatic poses and things like that. But if you're like Terry and does a lot of photography with it, obviously you're not going to probably have it for a very long period of time. But yes, you are going to be able to get those straight up. Double bend. Elbow. Cut bicep. Traditional wrist peg for the most part. Remember, I told you that wrist peg, and I'll remove that there, so maybe we'll be able to see how you attach the web if you so choose. All right, torso. Boom. Great crunch.
Yeah.
Great extend.
That's great.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot.
All right. We're getting that in two places. I'm getting that right here in the chest and right here in the hip. Those are working together to get that incredible deep bend.
You know, it's weird. I'm at a place right now with my six scale world where I didn't even need to have that explained to me. I actually visualized that happening even behind the fabric. I was like, I know how that works.
I know how that works. And that is a neat thing. Perhaps one day on one of these shows, we'll do one where you're seeing it without any outfit so you can kind of see the articulation points a little bit differently. But you have one up there and there. We get great Terry trunk twist, another patented thing on the show. If you love Tread Watch, you're going to love Terry trunk twist. Get lean side to side as well. All right, taking us down into the hip joint. There we go. It's George that's watching this on silent, so you didn't hear that was a ratchet style on the leg.
All right, but I can see it, Guy.
But boom,
yeah, I can definitely see it.
Ratchet out to the front, to the side, back, double,
Jesus. Yeah.
turn in or out.
Borderline contortionist going on here.
Now, we can extend and lift on the foot. Okay, and then we also have that bend there on the toe.
Here we go.
Hiya!
Thank you, producer Alan. Oh God.
I want to do a show silent and in black and white, and just have Alan with the cards. You know, wow, so bendy, and things like that.
Guy, I just want to interrupt.
Be like Rick Grimes in Love Actually, just with the signs and he's just dropping them.
That was great. Yeah. Or Phoebe in Ted Lasso.
There you go.
Oh yes.
Yeah. We're up to date. From Linda,
good. I just messaged you.
Nice. From Linda, I've got the Infinity War Spidey, the upgraded suit Spidey, the 2099 Spidey, anti-ox suit Spidey, classic suit, and the quarter scale Spidey. Linda is a longtime viewer of the show. Thank you, Linda, for sharing that with us. That is awesome. But I just want to know if anybody can beat that.
Boy, with that quarter scale, if you're interested in that quarter scale, there's a fantastic show done as a game show called Strike a Pose. And they had some celebrities on there that played with that quarter scale.
Yeah, we had Garrett Waring, we had Rahul Kohli, and we had Paul Sun-Hyun Lee.
Yes.
All three were awesome.
It's a great episode.
That that was actually one of the most contentious episodes of Strike a Pose that has ever aired. To this day, I think that there's still a little bit of ill feelings in the air.
A little. A
Not
little.
think we know.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, the term question your judgment has popped up from time to time.
We are looking forward to actually having a pose off at some point in the future.
With that one there,
So,
I loved the that display base. Again, it's another thing. Hot Toys, when it comes to giving you Spider-Man options, be it display base, accessories, this and the other, you really get a lot. So, Terry, would you like to do the first pose in standard black suit without any additional pieces?
no accoutrement.
Okay, accoutrement free.
Okay.
I like that we're swinging through the forest here. Michael is also controlling our backdrops. The guy's got a laundry list of tasks, and he's doing this all in mime. I'd like to remind everybody. But thank you for taking me to the tranquil forest and keeping me calm during today's episode.
That's a great nod to that awesome scene in the film. I really dig that. So yeah, thank you for
It
that.
is. He
we're
definitely
gonna go
thinks that about
ahead
it. All right, go ahead.
All right, we're going to go ahead and just do that. Go ahead and switch out for a couple of the web holding hands because we're going to try to get him holding a web in both hands.
All right.
How flexible are those wrist pegs? Yeah.
Oh, now the wrist peg, Michael, is it? I don't know how close we're going to get because it's really going to be a lighting issue. You're not going to, most people probably are not posing in the dark. But make sure that you have plenty of light. Your
Actually,
wrist pegs,
I frequently pose in the dark, but interesting. Yeah.
Well, you tend to take it up a notch. But you see, as I'm moving it, you see where it's cut in half there. It's when those two line up that you will see a little hole that will allow you to add the web.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Good.
If you so choose with doing, say, one of the web shoot hands. Now, I'm going to remove both of the fists because you would like a web shoot hand, yes?
Yes.
Would you
No,
like
I'm
a
sorry,
right or left?
I want both of the web holding hands.
Web holding hands. Gotcha. All right. Fantastic.
Got it.
All right. I have swapped those out. Now, by doing that, I do not need to worry about that small little hole in the wrist peg. I will just be able to slide through the finger and thumb on this, which is another great look. So go ahead, sir.
Okay.
All right. Now,
So
Terry,
go ahead and so just go ahead and watch. Go ahead and get the longest web that you have that will fit into those hands.
All right.
Because we're going to have him double gripping with both hands if we can pull that off.
Will do, sir. I have pulled two of those out. Reminder, Terry, I've got you on a delay that I'm watching for a monitor off the side. So if you can hold your pose just a little bit longer.
Okay. I'm just going to back
Look
up
at that hair. It's
This
amazing.
is what I want, man. This is why I was asking you to go ahead and show us how high those arms would go. Because I want you to just lift those arms way above his head, like so. Okay? And we're totally just going to arch that entire body, just like this.
All right, so we're going up and over.
Yeah. And then I also want one of his legs to be kind of up like this. Yep. Just try to brace my foot there.
This is fun, Terry, because I'm hearing you say it and then waiting a little bit to see the leg. Okay, that looks like left foot back. Okay. Now, I'm going to have you take a look. I have extended that waist bend about as far as I think I can go.
Oh, wow.
On there, getting a huge curve.
Cool.
Bent our right leg. I can extend the foot.
I would cut that bend. I would cut that bend of the right leg in half.
Boom. Cut in half.
Yeah.
Now, the arms, I went straight up and over with a slight bend in the elbow, it looked like you had. And did you have your hands clasped together?
Baseball bat style.
Baseball bat style.
Yeah.
All
Think
right,
that'll work?
I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing. Okay. What I'm going to do here is see, can I slide on? That's right. I'm going to hum during the show.
I encourage humming during the show. I encourage any kind of soundtrack that you can create
we
while
go.
posing your scale figures.
As long as we don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Terry, this is a fun new one that you've asked me to do here.
Right.
I dig this. Can you see the
it's not
web
done yet.
on the two
It's
like
not
that?
done yet. It's not done yet, though. There's one more thing you need to do, and that's to tilt the head down.
Tilt the head downward. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to be doing this ever so slightly. Can you want to tell me numerically about, say, 10 degree, 20, or all the way to the...
All the way.
All the way. Okay. So what I'm going to do is take and put the chin all the way to its lowest point, and then use that neck. Oh, wow. Terry, this is fun. Okay. I extended that neck downward, the chin downward, and really got a neat look. Oh, buddy, thank you for getting me to do this guy.
The idea behind this is that can you just imagine the speed that he's generating doing that? I mean, that is just like he's really in a long swing. He's at the peak of that arc, and he's just getting ready to let go and just fly into the air, like to the point in the game where he would like let go of the webs, and you can actually do those tricks. Like, you know, just hit the button combos to do different kinds of tricks with the thumbsticks. That's what I have in mind with that. While you're getting that, go ahead and get that on the stand. While you're doing that, I have to say in our contest to see who has the most suits, we've got Skip McFarlane, who says, I have the quarter scale Antioch Classic, Iron Spider, Spider-Punk, Negative Suit, Spider-Man Black and Gold, Spider-Man Cyborg 2099, Mark IV, Iron Spider, Advanced, and Upgraded Suit. That's 13. 13! Lucky 13.
Oh, and a Miles figure and Spider-Gwen. So he's at like 14 fighter figures.
If you count.
His collection looks like Terry's basement.
Probably, yeah.
All the spiders.
Sorry, everyone. That's an inside joke. Terry has a bunch of spiders in his basement for real.
That's never going
it's
away.
Not funny.
Yes, Terry bought a home, and he was so excited, folks. For those of you that are new, he bought a new home. We congratulate him. We're excited that he did. And so the basement has the ability to store all of his stuff. And he put it all in there. And he saw one spider, and he's never been down to see his collection since. So,
in my defense, that spider was a brown recluse spider, and she was huge. Yeah.
So much like Terry, the spider is reclusive. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like having a roommate that you just never talk to and just never see. Yeah, like there's you go out one entrance, they go out the other entrance, that kind of
You're
thing.
explaining a college roommate.
Yeah.
Every other week is his bathroom cleaning day. Terry, take a look at what I've done here as far as the stand, because of kind of the arch and this and the other, I wasn't sure really how you think it would be best to display something like this.
I think there's more than one way to do it, but I kind of like what you've done there. And the reason that I like that is because if you were like Skip McFarlane or like Linda and had multiple Spider-Man suits on display, especially on display on the same shelf, then what you've done there is you've created a totally different, instead of having that two-dimensional flat shelf, what you've done is you've elevated this to the point that it is really going to be literally elevated above the rest of the figures on that shelf, with the possible exception of that quarter scale suit. It's quite tall.
You and I talk a lot about how people display them. I know that the IKEA Detolf is one of the most common ones, and it's a great one, and that's about 15. And so by doing something like this and with that extended web, you could almost get a coming down off that glass shelf launch, as though it was there, and really get some height there. So that's kind of a fun idea.
And obviously you could adjust that. I think it's safe to say that that's way more than 15 inches that we're looking at right there.
I'm not sure. I didn't pull out the. We have so many things to look at today, so
I've got one right here.
There you go. Check it. But the neat part is, Producer Alan.
I knew someone would come through if I said something.
And we are currently there at 17. So I would be lowering it down a little bit, but the fact is, you'd be able to do that and do those kind of things. And I've not done one like this with this particular one, because he's smaller waisted and the Gwen Stacy is the same as far as how small the clip is. It really just goes right around that leg and kind of holds in. I think this is a neat idea.
Okay, cool.
But awesome. I know we're not done. You're going to make me put clothes on this kid. And
should we do another?
Shall we do another? I'm waiting
Yeah.
for producer Alan to say.
One more.
Producer Alan
Yeah?
says
Okay, cool.
yes. He
We
wrote
have
it.
the go-ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome, awesome. I am. I'm not out of coffee. I have one swig of coffee left.
Now, shall we? What would you like to do,
Yes.
sir? Shall we show Miles unmasked on this?
Yes,
shall we
I
do
want
a
Miles.
little
I
jacket
want
or
Miles
something?
I want Miles half masked, and I want him holding a can of spray paint. Can we do that?
All right, we are going to go, and I'm going to swap out now.
And can we do it with
okay.
just the jacket? I know we don't. I know we don't want to try to do the
No,
full,
well, let's try it up here. Okay.
Is that even screen accurate? That's my question.
I think it allows us to tell a lot of stories.
Mythos.
Okay, you said
Mythos,
exactly.
Sorry. It's the Mythos version. Done.
You said you want mask up. I need to know.
Yeah.
You want that confident with the eyebrow down, or the oh boy, what am I doing here? Eyebrow up.
Oh, confident with the eyebrow down. I have to
Confident
say
eyebrows.
that of the two, my favorite is definitely the one with the eyebrows up. I
All
think
right.
that's a very sweet, very on point Miles Morales explosion. I'm making new words today, everyone.
I like
Explosion.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here,
It's
I
an
thought I was the
expression.
only one doing that.
It's an expression with a splash. Yeah.
Splashy expression.
So I have no idea what that means. Yeah, but we're gonna work on that. So yeah, expression with a splash. All right, he's getting the jacket on. Now I can actually see a universe in which he's not wearing his shorts and he's wearing just the jacket.
Oh yeah. Now
and
you
this
had
will be fun.
you had asked like could he wear just the jacket? In order to give this a really nice kind of screen accurate look and not be too bulky, continue with a good range of motion, that red jacket is sleeveless. The red hoodie is sleeveless. And I think that's a great thing that they've done there, because that means that we're not going to have that fabric bunching up when we go and do more intense poses, more dynamic poses with it. And yes, those are functioning zippers. We're just not going to do that. So boom, there we've got them like that. Oh, you said you wanted a spray can.
Yes, I do.
And what color would you like me to use?
Blind.
Thank you. I just love saying that. I just think that's so darn cool. I just think it's so fun that they make. There we go. There's the sound effects, folks.
Yeah, that's right. No one is anybody actually ready for me to actually spray paint my wall behind me? Because that would be. I mean, that would really.
I think it'd be awesome if you tagged the wall.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold this here and let Michael kind of do it. This is really neat. As I said, you remove obviously the shaker can top, but an ungloved hand is done with the finger in that crimped.
That's cool.
Right up on there. So I made sure to put the can correctly, that it's spraying in the correct direction, because there is that indentation in there. So I am going to do that. Now, that's ungloved on the right hand. For a left, we have a relaxed left hand. We're going to do there. Boom. Now, Terry, the next thing I'm going to ask you is we're going to cut to Terry if we could. So I'm going to want to see your pose and what you'd like me to do, and then
Terry, I don't know what's up with this.
Oh.
I don't know. Like what?
No, you're not sure about this?
oh, see, I can't see Terry.
That's
This
the
could
thing.
be exciting, folks. I don't know what we're
thing.
going to.
Wow.
It's all right. It's
It's
legitimately
a
the only
pretty
mask
bad
I have
Spider-Man mask.
So we're just gonna have it.
There it is. All right, so we know the delay is about 15 seconds.
Wow. Sometimes we're in the ballpark. Other times we're across town and probably playing for the other team. Good Lord.
So basically, what I want you to do is just have him just kind of like standing with his feet and just kind of see the. Can you see the position my feet are in here?
Step into the archway, if you would, please. And hopefully not
do
knock
that.
your mask.
It's quite a tall archway. Yeah.
All right. So I've got the spray can in the right hand and down and relaxed. Left hand is. Hey, I'm
Which
doing
left hand do you
exactly
have
what
on?
Terry does. I'm tapping the. No, go right ahead. Left hand.
Yeah.
What am I doing with my
just kinda
left
want-
arm?
I this is totally going to be a museum pose. So we're just going to have him like standing there with his feet like that. We're going to do a bit. This is straight on, so I'm doing a bit of a torso twist to the right. His hand's down like this, and this other hand is just going to be slightly raised. And again, just kind of like watch. I know that I'm wearing all black, and it's kind of making it hard for you to see it, but just we're going to get a bit of an arch going on with that, and then just kind of have his head tilted a little bit off to the right.
All righty.
I feel really stupid with this mask on top of my head.
I don't know why.
No.
I have no
No.
idea
Pull
why
it
you would feel
down.
that way. Why you feel that way.
No.
Let's take a look at the pose we have here.
Okay.
Number one, for any adjustments, but also to show no stand being used. That's right, folks, no stand. He holds very nicely on his own. A kind of unique style of the footprint that they've created gives it a little bit more, a little wider base there. I'm going to turn that light off so we can see that a little bit better. But boom. I dig him. Okay, you're going to tell me any minor tweaks?
Nope, I don't. No minor tweaks, man. I like it.
I
totally like it.
I
Yeah.
really, really dig it. I really, really, really dig what you can do.
It's showcase. You're showcasing it with this pose. You're showcasing the accessories that come with the figure. Oh, hey Barry.
Oh.
Barry Smith, ladies and gentlemen, my brother from 6 months.
I like that guy just bolted out of frame immediately.
Hey guys, I was out back
Well-
doing some tagging.
Oh, good. We can't hear Barry.
We got to get a guy back
No,
here.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, you can't.
There we go.
I'm
Okay.
right here, Barry.
All right, I was out back doing some tagging and I had an idea. Put this on, guy.
Talk to me, Goose.
All right, close your eyes. Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my God, is this
Arms
going to
back.
happen?
Stand up straight, like a up higher.
Is this happening?
Up higher. Stand
Do
up.
it. Oh no!
Safety
That's
first,
fantastic.
folks. Safety first.
Please do not try this.
Nice.
At home. Oh my god.
For those of you who may have witnessed the
Don't try it at home, and if you do, film it.
the show that Hobbled Cosplay, the very first time I did that was against producer Alan, and I spray painted in my garage. And this is a very
Just
similar
letting on the trigger.
feeling to it. I am hoping we don't do another pose. I do feel slightly lightheaded. I'm not sure which of the Spider-Verses I'm currently in.
Got him.
Look at his head.
Guy, you're such a sport. Wow.
Wow. You know, somebody needs to
is that
take a
white?
selfie of this. Hey, Gwen, take a
Is that
selfie.
non-toxic?
That better be. Do not try that at home. Do not.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
Don't listen to Sam, everyone.
There we no, actually, we've got one of those magic erasers. And I also usually put 2 coats of wax on the top of my head, which is why we illuminate the studio with it. We use no lighting here. It's one small LED flashlight and my head that just...
It just gleams, baby. It just gleams.
Yeah, it just gleams. Like I said, that's 2 coats of wax, folks. Make sure to buy Simonize. Wow. Woof.
Well, that's
That's a heck of an odor there. Woofy doo.
yeah. I can imagine, man.
Oh
I've never been so glad to be working remotely as I am right now.
You know, this is my good shirt that I wear for weddings and bar mitzvahs. But
Not anymore.
now it's very, very specific.
Oh, that's the cool gray Sideshow shirt, right?
Now-
the one from
well, not
It
anymore
was.
for me, but you know, this has been such a fun show. It's great to be back with you. I know we missed you last week, which is why I'm going to spend 3 days in a row with you. Tomorrow, Terry,
Gotta make up for it somehow.
is tomorrow Ash Wednesday?
Tomorrow is going to be Ash Wednesday. Actually, that's very good, Guy.
And
Thank
with
you.
the
Yes.
with the Asmus Ash, this is the deluxe. If you got to see, I believe Paul, you might remember. I think we debuted it at Sideshow Con last year, and it was an
I think it was
immediate.
New York, maybe.
Or
yeah.
was it New York? It was an immediate pre-order for me. I walked in, saw that we were going to have it, and while Paul and I were walking, talking about stuff, I waited, and you might be able to see me in those walk off stage and click it because I had to order. So he has so much that I've actually played with the one at home as well. That we've got a lot to do tomorrow and Thursday. 2 figures too. Woo!
Yep.
Well, thanks.
Batman,
Thanks
Superman.
thanks for taking one for the team there, Guy, and thanks to everybody who actually joined us for the show today. And it's good to be back and coming out in force. I can't wait for the rest of the shows that we're going to be showing the rest of the week and going on into next week as well. So thank you again, Guy, for being such a champ right there with your new spider logo. Never throw that away. Never throw that shirt away, Guy. Never throw that shirt away.
I will not. I'm gonna. Now it's dry clean only. We're getting
That's
the
to
back.
be treasured always. Oh, here we go. All right, not to be undone. So, and thank you to my brother Barry for coming up with that great idea. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Paul, for minding the P's and Q's. Thanks again to everybody watching us here today, including our looks like we only had the one new viewer, John Taff. Welcome back. Welcome to the show. Hope to have you back. Until next time, don't forget to let your geek side show.
Madness. This is madness. My goodness.
Love to see it.